Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Enjoy this Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Joyful Findings Show with your host, Melissa Parks.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Joyful Findings Show. Glad you guys could join me today. How are you doing on this hump day? Making our way through the week. Woo! There's a lot of energy coming down to earth right now. And as Complicated by Design mentioned over there, rainbow light pouring in, which is awesome because rainbow light connects us to everything. It connects to our DNA. It connects to every cell in our body. And you can feel I'm vibrating as I say that. So you guys, let's vibrate the heck out of this show today in the next hour. If you guys have any questions today, make sure to drop them in the comment box over there, and I'll be glad to get to them. There's a lot of energy like this rainbow light we're talking about right now because I'm really generating off that right now. And that always comes up in a lot in my meditations. And it's about reconnecting all our strands of our DNA. It's about touching every cell in our body. It's about waking ourselves up. So there's a great amount of energy here to assist us at this time. And we need lots of assistance, right? Some of us need more assistance than others, but now this assistance is here for us to transform what we have going on right now into what we are creating it in, right? Because we talk about this rainbow light, right? And there's still, I had goosebumps on top of goosebumps. So I want you guys to really feel that. And I also want to mention this is about opening up your heart chakra so that you have so much more love inside of you. Because I have to say, about 10 minutes before the show started, I started to feel this blockage in the heart chakra. And I'm like, whoa, what is up with that? So it has to be for people out there, right? And it's the collective. We need to help open up and expand people's heart chakra more. So we're going to do this with this rainbow light today. We're going to work with this rainbow light for an hour. So I want you guys to see rainbows everywhere. I want you guys to feel the rainbow light. I want you guys to close your eyes and be able to see the rainbow light. I want you to hear everything. And I want to welcome you all. And look, we have someone from Denmark. Welcome, Annette from Denmark. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you guys could be here today because look, this energy is going out all around the world, people. I knew this was going to be important today. Again, the goosebumps are right here. So again, I want you guys to feel this energy because it's really time for us to truly awaken. I got to a frustrating point last week with either humanity, the collective, whoever, and I was just wanting to scream, wake up, right? Because I see reality in a whole different sense than maybe some other are seeing it right now. But if they would just wake up from their slumber, wake up from their sleep, and just be more aware, and this is going to help open up that heart chakra more because there's a lot of people that are just really cut off in that heart chakra, in that soul center where we are. And it's really time for us to expand in that. And I love that Complicated by Design is on here today. So, Dia, could you drop your link to your video in the chat for everybody? Because I want you guys to look at this. You don't have to look at it now, but if you want to, go ahead and pop back in 5 minutes or 6 minutes. And I want you guys to share this with other people because it moved me so much. And it can move you so much, and it could share it because it could help somebody else open up too, right? So the more we can get this out there, even in that just 6 minutes, that small span of time is enough to help people awaken a little bit more. And right now, with everything that's falling apart in our humanity right now, as the old structures break down and we're in the middle of creating new, we need more people to be awake right now. So again, the goosebumps are staying with me today. And I have to admit, it's probably about 90 on my lanai right now. So you guys know the energy is just flowing. This information is very important today as we just let it flow out of our hearts as we connect in with all these rainbow lights because I see it pouring in. I see it because I see it going through every chakra down into the ground through every body. And I see it just connecting everybody and making more peace and more love because that's what we truly desire while we're here on earth is more peace and more love. It made me think about it again today. You know, what was it that I've always wanted in this lifetime? And I go back to when I was 13. Happiness. Happiness is something that I've always wanted. It was never money. It was never fame. It was never anything that was going to put me high on a pedestal. I just wanted to be happy. I wanted to know what true happiness felt like. And now we as a collective, this is going to be hard for people because this is making me clear my throat. So we're working on the throat chakra today too, heart chakra, throat chakra. We got to speak and we got to do everything with love. And sometimes that's really hard, especially as we're coming out of our shell and we're awakening and we're starting to understand more of the story, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. I see there's a lot of mixture of the things that people are putting together and whatnot. So just know that this is fantastic because this is helping more people awake. And I'm sorry, the landscapers decided they needed to be here today during this show. So I'll talk really loud because I'm sure you guys can hear me anyways, and hopefully that's muffled enough that you guys don't hear it. Anyways, with everything that's starting to shift and change, you guys are in control. So what are you creating in your life? What thoughts are you still having in your mind? Because you are the master creator, right? I have a long list of things that I'm trying to. Now I'm going to take that word away. I'm not trying. I am, because I'm manifesting them in my brain and in my thoughts, right? Because I'm seeing a more peaceful earth. I'm seeing more people get along with each other. I'm seeing the hate dissipating, all the things that we don't want to see in this lifetime that don't go along with being happy, because everybody desires this. Every human from 3D to 5D all desire some form of happiness in their life. And if they're not creating it right now or living in complete chaos, they have to change their mind so that something else is created. So each person is responsible for what you're creating, right? And as a collective, if we're creating small bits and pieces and we come together with more of our tribe and we're trying to create more of that love and peace, we're going to start creating more of that love and that peace with all those people that are coming together. So this is very exciting because I feel like more groups of people are coming together. I feel like a lot more people are coming in and creating more joy together. I feel like still structures are falling. We're watching that in our news, in the news and whatever. We're watching old structures fall. We're watching new ones be built, and the new ones are being built by you. So again, I always hand you guys your own steering wheel. Where are you driving your car? Where do you want to go in this lifetime? You guys are meant to be leaders, not followers. So if you're not following what's truly in your heart, that's what you're supposed to be following. Because that's your true self. That's the true voice that you're supposed to be listening to. And sometimes these two voices, the one that goes off in your head and the one that goes off in your chest or your heart, sometimes are in conflict with each other. But I have to tell you right now, God has got our back. So if we follow our higher selves and we step into that heart chakra and that soul self, it's going to lead us in the right direction. And have zero fear. I'm going to talk about this again. Have zero fear. Everything is going to be okay. And as I say that again, I have goosebumps. So that's validation. I want you guys to feel that deep in your soul, that everything is happening and unfolding for a reason. You are protected. You so believe so. Because again, it starts with your thoughts. And as much as they have me tapping on this heart chakra, I feel like we are busting through cement. I feel like we are busting through walls. You guys are starting to open up and be the advanced beings that you really are, because you are energy. This human body was just a suit that you decided you would choose when you came down here. You guys are in more control than you ever thought or believed you were, and we're taking back more of that control because we are very, very powerful beings, energetic beings. If you think about yourself as your energy self, what can you do on the other side? You can produce that here on this side too. It's not, you're preventing yourself from creating that. So I'm saying, open up your imagination, open up your third eye, start imagining great things are starting to happen, and that you are just going to have so much joy in this lifetime that you're just not even going to know what's going to happen. And right now, I feel like there's a lot of people purging a lot of emotions, okay? And I feel like this is going to happen since I just found out this lovely information from Jared the other day with these, this eclipse coming on the 21st. And what else did he say was happening? Oh, man, I forgot. This new moon and Scorpio and Cancer and all this water and all this emotion. It's all coming to the surface to be cleared. So find your peace. Find whatever needs to be purged out of you to get rid of those feelings so we don't have to bring them forward, right? And that's also like around the summer solstice. So again, it's summertime. All the seeds that you've been planting through springtime are supposed to start growing in the summertime. But if you haven't been taking the time to be taking care of yourself and releasing the seeds that you want to grow from, you are probably stuck. And I'm going to ask you to become unstuck today and to awaken to your higher self so that you can find great joy in your heart and move forward with grace in your heart, because this is so important as we move forward right now. Whew, and let me tell you, boys and girls, they are on a roll today. Wow, when they are ready to channel some information for you all today. So I hope you guys are feeling that energy, because it's coming from my heart chakra. It's like blowing out at you guys now. Whatever that blockage was I was feeling in the beginning, It is now wide open. So I hope you guys are feeling that, because you guys really need to start connecting in with your soul self and stay connected to your soul self, because it's very important as we move forward. Right? And so it's like God's got our back. He just keeps, I feel like we're getting all pats on the back because you guys are all doing a very, very great job. You may not realize it, but you are. And you guys are stepping out of those fears, and you guys are stepping out of those anxieties, and you're starting to do things out of fearlessness instead of fear. That's standing up for your power. That's standing up for your truth. That's so much power. That's so much. Woo! Okay. Valley says, my heart and brain are spinning. Oh, Valley, I bet the energies that are coming down right now, you know what I mean? So let's think about this. If your brain is spinning, what is it thinking about? You know, it's like, what are those thoughts that they are? I say, everyone get out your piece of paper. You write down whatever those things, any of those thoughts that might be spinning around, and to try to help you connect the dots of your lifetime, because the older we get, the more dots we get to connect. Sometimes the more aware we are, the more dots we connect sooner. And it makes more sense, because God sent us all down here with a purpose, and it's time for us to uncover what that is. So, you know, your heart and your brain, and I can almost feel your heart spinning like it shows me like spin art. So if you could see spin art, Valley, right now, there's all these beautiful colors spinning out, and you're creating all this beautifulness in front of you. It's beautiful. So just keep walking forward, Valley. You got this. You're rocking. So, yay. I'm so glad you guys could be here today. You guys have brought so much energy in with you guys today. I just can feel it. And my heart is vibrating right now. And my whole body is vibrating, actually. So, again, I want you guys to tap into that and feel that. Let's let go. Let's create this new future together. Let's be more 5D than 3D, where everything we feel like in 3D, we're more the victim. In 5D, we see why it happened to us or why we allowed it to happen to us. And we go, oh, that was a learning experience. I see it now. So we have to step up out of whatever murkiness. They showed me murkiness. So whatever that is, 3D can be very murky. And it is right now as you look around the world a little bit, depending on where you are and where you're looking. But it's like now we are all trying to create this more peaceful earth. And we're starting to raise this vibration. And we're starting to be about moving this vibration higher and higher, right? You're seeing more posts about raising your vibration. You're seeing more posts about spreading love. I just started following this man from Sarasota, and I think he's in Colorado, and he's posting all these signs about spread love, and he's posting them in all these different places. So I say spread love. So anything that you can post out to the public right now, make sure that there's a love vibration behind it and not a negative vibration behind it, okay? Even if you think it's going to cause awareness, I want you to make sure that there's a love vibration behind it, because that's really going to help tip the scales of where we're at right now. Everything has to be brought out in love, okay? So all our words have to be in that love vibration. And sometimes that can be really hard, right? Because we still have those emotions, and maybe they're anger, and maybe they're whatever they might be. But now it's time for you to release them, because you can't bring that forward. You can't bring those feelings with you into the new future that we're creating for ourselves. And we are responsible for how we react to things now, right? So how are you reacting to things? Are you just sitting back and looking at it a little bit, or are you still reacting? Because I say sit back and look a little bit before you react, because sometimes you have a lot more common sense involved when you do that. Because I see a lot of things now that don't make so much sense to me right now. And even though I'm very spiritual, I still get a lot of the common sense stuff too. You know, I know how to balance myself between human and spiritual. And this is what a lot of us are going to start to do now, so that we can understand the bigger picture and understand what our truth is, because that's kind of like digging through this book. You know what I mean? And that's what they just showed me, is like this big book. I wish I had it. It's like encyclopedia size, you know, like big book. And this is like, you guys are still creating what's in your book. You guys are the creators of what's going in the Akashic records in your book. You guys are responsible for what's going in your book. So again, I always like to put the responsibility back on you, so that you guys make responsible decisions about how you're proceeding forward. Is it the best for humanity, or is it best for self? Is it for the highest and best of all? Or is it for self? What are you working at? What are you being of service for? Because that's important as we move forward. And I can tell this is a little bit of struggle for some of the people that may be watching today, because they're putting a strain on my throat at this very moment. You guys can probably hear it. They're changing my voice. I wonder if someone else will come through today then. Interesting. If they do, it's okay. We're all protected here. But you know, it's like, what are you guys creating right now? Here's the blank slate, people. Here's the blank slate. You guys are starting fresh. It's like a new chapter. What do you want to put in your new chapter? Do you want it to have a love? Do you want it to have a new house? Do you want it to be more of service? Do you want to have an easier life? Do you want abundance just to flow in every avenue of your life? What is it that you're bringing into your life? What are you thinking about? Because that's what you need to be putting on this. Very important. And as they change up the energy. Okay, so you guys, and this is one of the, they're going to change the energy again. Sorry, guys. Okay, Valley's feeling the throat pressured and stuff too now. Okay, so let's release that. Which is funny because I did this purposely. This actually, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this cup on the inside has a copper lining, so that's a conductor, right? And then I put blue on here too because I knew I could pick any color I want. I have them all. So I chose blue for the throat chakra today because I know that we need to start speaking more of our truth. I know a lot of people are being silent about how they are feeling about different things. It's okay to come out and speak what you need to say with love and grace and whatever else it is. It doesn't have to come out of anger. Sometimes we bite our tongues, and I feel this is helping to release us. So this copper and the blue are definitely going to help release that and allow that, because I really need you all to start standing up for yourselves and standing in your power and standing in your light and understanding who you really are. The other side needs that as we move forward, because we are the master creators now. It's like they keep showing me the little steering wheel. You know what I mean? So yeah, you guys keep doing that. Keep spreading it forward. Keep spreading it out to your neighbors. Spread it out to your family members. Even if you and your family members don't see eye to eye right now, still send love, still cut the connection, you know, of whatever might be taking the energy from you. But it's okay. Just keep sending love. You need to just send out love everywhere. I want you all to be like beacons of love. You know, they keep showing me these lighthouses, right? These lighthouses lighting up all over Earth. And as these lighthouses light up, you guys are spreading more love, and we're starting to spread more light over the surface of the land. We're starting to send it below the surface. We're starting to penetrate into the ground. We are starting to penetrate light into every surface of every little space that it can get to within this earth zone that we are in Mother Earth, and down into Mother Gaia. And there's just so much expansion going on right now. Can you guys feel this? I feel like I'm on fire right now. And I must be, because you guys haven't asked one darn question yet today. So my information must be fantastic. So you guys, I feel like the energy is just like vibrating off me. Like I said, there's just so much taking place right now. You guys are part of the change. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, because you guys are doing it. You guys are absolutely doing this. And I am just so excited to see what you guys are creating. And we're creating outside of old, and we're going to create into new. All right. Annette says, is there a message about my job situation? Should I stay where I am or look for another part-time job? Thanks. All right. Let me tap into that for you, Annette, and find out where you should be doing about a job. Okay, Annette. So here's what I'm getting about your job situation. I'm getting it is time to change. I don't feel like you're very happy where you are. It's time for you to decide on what makes you happy, so you can kind of like create that. They're showing me getting out the blank list, writing down all the things you enjoy, so that job is created for you. Because moving forward in the future, you get to create it. I feel like within the next 3 to 4 weeks, your job changes anyways, or there's some kind of structuring change, and I feel like the job is uncomfortable, like, I got to go to work type of thing. So now it's time for you to change it up and start creating what it is that you truly desire. And I feel like, like I said, in like 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even beginning of July, middle of July, I feel like there's a lot more new opportunities, but don't keep yourself in a box. They show me you jumping out of the box, and that's what this list is for, so you can create whatever it is that you're desiring. So please create that with love and joy in your heart, because I feel like you're going to get exactly what you're looking for, and actually the pay grade that you're looking for. So like everything works out. Everything's going to be okay. You just have to trust it. So I leave that with you, Annette. Thanks, honey. I'm glad you tapped in from over there. That's awesome. Wow. And I see Sarah says she's vibrating too. So you guys can feel this energy vibrating out there today. We are connected. This rainbow light is just pouring down into us. We're connecting now to each other. It's kind of like seeing, it's funny because, you know, we always talk about the rainbow bridge. Well, it's kind of like rainbow bridges connecting each and every one of us right now. So we're doing a lot of grid work too. Not only are we allowing it in our human, but we're allowing it across the earth. Okay. So this is very important. And this is awesome that we have people around the world today connecting in with us, you know, because a lot of things are shifting and changing, and we are bringing the light to the surface. Everything that's been hidden has now been coming up to be dispersed, disintegrated, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? And so we are part of that change. We all volunteered. We said, hey, let's go to Earth and let's be part of this. You know what I mean? No matter what planet, what solar system you come from, whatever, we all said, hey, let's go to Earth and be a part of this great awakening. So just know that every one of you are playing a part of every bit of that as we move forward, because we all came down here. We all wanted to do this. And this is hard for you guys to accept a little bit, because there goes the throat chakra again. So just start accepting that. Woo, woo, woo. All right. What else is happening out there, my peoples? I see all kinds of people jumping on today. I appreciate you guys. This is awesome. Oh, let's see. Kavita has a message. Is she the only one? All right, you guys, if you guys have a message that you guys want me to answer today, because I see there's people on here that I know would like a message, drop your little name and say, you know, can I have a message about anything? Can I have a message about work? Can I have a message about XYZ? It doesn't matter. Whatever's on your mind. Let's get it clear so you guys can get some clarity and move forward, right? So 2020 is also about clarity. Okay, so 2020 is about creating your own clarity. All right, Kavita, I'm on a mission to heal myself from various health issues. Am I on the right track with what I'm doing? I do believe that healing is from within ourselves as we connect to God. Thank you. And absolutely correct, Kavita. If we are connected to our divine light, we can rid ourselves of anything, right? Because it's the human that holds on to anything that I feel in my body. You know what I mean? And I've been doing this now for a while, actually all my life. I've actually always believed I've never broken a bone. I think I've had like 2 stitches, but I never believed in my being that anything would ever happen to me. Does that make sense? So my believing, my higher self always told me that I would be all right. So that is going to help you heal whatever you have going on, because maybe it's something you're holding on to from your childhood. So you have to look back at your childhood and go, okay, I forgive that and whatever, so I can move on. Or it may be parts of your life. So just see yourself as completely healed right now. I energetically put myself in a bubble sometimes and be like, all right, I put myself in this golden bubble. And I'm like, all right, let's just, let's all that gold and intertwine with all my energy and help heal that. So I believe we can do a lot of the healing when we are connected to God, and we will see how very important we are as we move forward. Woo! I hope that helps you, Kavita. Oh, Annette, you're very welcome. Woohoo! I'm glad you could be here with us too. That's awesome. I'm glad you found the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm glad I could be helpful. Woo-hoo! All right, Laura from Angels and Healing Show on Tuesdays, which I caught a very few minutes of yesterday. I always catch it at the end sometimes. Whatever comes up. Okay, girl, I have to tell you that when you're making your connections now, I can almost watch you leaving your body and going to the other side and having these conversations. It's kind of like you like, poof, you're like, I'm just going to go up there. And it's really cool for you to hang out up there and get all this information now rather than being so grounded. So I'm seeing lots of new connections from the other side. Lots more, again, with this rainbow light. I also see a unicorn flying around with you. So I don't know if those have showed up lately for you. Maybe it's going to show up in one of your paintings, but I see a unicorn and I see it kind of like jumping through a rainbow. I don't know what that's all about, but you're just going to be busting through with your dreams. There's lots of new coming up for you as long as you create that. And there's, oh my God, and there's just so much excitement coming for you too, because there's going to be a lot of help that's needed as we go through this transition. So your workload is going to get a little bit busier. So enjoy a little bit of the downtime before you get busy. So I hope that was helpful, Laura. I tell you what, once they get on a roll, they got on a roll. Awesome. All right. I know there's other messages up here. Let's see. You guys are asking them now. That's awesome. All right. Sky says, hello there. Is there a message from Arthur? Yes. Actually, there is. Hold on there, Sky. Okay, because it's funny because as soon as you mentioned Arthur, it's like he kind of like stepped forward. He's already around you and talking to you, and it's funny because he kind of shows me as like King Arthur. I'm seeing that medieval times and stuff like that. So I feel like this is like he's connected to you from many lifetimes. This Arthur. And also your dreams have been medieval too, I feel like. So I feel like there's a connection there. And it's also part of the puzzle that you're supposed to be putting together because he keeps showing me like putting two of these pieces together. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of excitement as you move forward and understand what that really is for you. Okay. Because I feel like you're sorting out pieces. It's showing me like many pieces of the puzzle, but also know that he's around you. He protects you. And there's also, he like stands on the right side of you because that's where I feel his presence. So just know that he's there for you and just connect in. I feel like you're supposed to be doing automatic writing with this gentleman too, because I feel like he has a lot of valuable information for you putting the dots together and opening up a bigger perspective. So I hope that was helpful for you there, Sky. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's see who else is out there with messages. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, let's see. Complicated by Design. How may I utilize CBD to benefit Earth and humanity? I almost need to check a little bit because you already are. You are the creator of something that is going to help awaken people, and that is going to help humanity to wake up from their deep slumbers or to awaken to their higher selves. So I feel like you're still getting it out there in the right places to the right people. And plus that you're breaking old traditions of getting it out of old Hollywood into whatever is going to be the new, whatever's new, whatever's created new. So any new people out there creating new stuff, let us know. But it's about creating new. Everything's about creating new now. It's about the old structures, right? I always call it pre-COVID and then during COVID and then after COVID. Okay. So we're going to have, so pre is like we had all these old structures that were not serving the highest and best of humanity. In COVID, we've had chances to go within to find out what is not serving humanity to the highest and best. Afterwards, now posted everything, we are creating everything new. We're creating it more out of love. We're creating it more out of joy. So I love that you're on that wave to helping create that new. So, and I love being a part of that with you. So let's benefit all of Earth and all of humanity together. Everybody feel that. Woo-hoo! And everybody like that video and subscribe because it's awesome. I'm telling you, when it can hit you in the heart, it's awesome. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So, woo. All right. So, any messages for me, please? Sure, Jules. I got stuff for you. And I'm going to actually answer her second question, too, because I saw that she put that up, too. Because when I'm answering for somebody else, these messages can relate to everybody across the board in one way, shape, or form. Okay, so if you feel like it resonates with you, it totally resonates with you. Don't think it's because I'm giving it to somebody else that it only belongs to that specific person. That is not how this works. You are getting words, you are getting codes, you are getting vibrations through my words, through my messages, even if they are for somebody else. This is truly here to awaken. I've always known that I was here doing God's work. I never understood what it was, and I still don't 100%, but I do as I'm moving along, and I'm here to help you. I am here to assist you. I'm here to empower you. Okay, so if these messages resonate with you, please put them out there. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. So, okay, Jules. So now it's specifically for you, Jules. What I'm getting for you is I feel like you're like, I feel like I'm almost a waitress, which was weird because I felt like I was carrying around a plate of stuff. I was carrying around a bunch of stuff that didn't even belong to me. It belongs to somebody else. So I'm getting, you need to just like put it down on the table, leave it to whoever it belongs to and walk away. Okay. Because that's not the service that you're supposed to be providing right now. I feel like it's service. You're going within. I feel like you're shedding old, I feel like you're pulling things off of you now. These onion layers about finding out who you really are. There's a huge expansion taking place for you, but you can't do it while you're carrying around other things. And I like that you're carrying it around on a tray and not on your body anywhere. So you are already separated it from your body. It's now just giving it all back to the other people so that it doesn't affect you anymore, because even it being on your hands, the pressure, it doesn't bring balance. Okay. So they're just saying, please release that and allow yourself to move forward. There's so much taking place for you also. I feel like there's 2 new opportunities that are going to be quickly approaching. They also want to mention time is slowing up and going faster. So we get to decide, pick the fastest timeline because that's going to bring us all to where we want to go. Or at least to choose the highest and best inside yourself. That's going to help you too. So Jules, you have a lot transpiring for you and to help you to advance. So I will leave that with you, dear. Woo, I tell you what. Oh, thank you, beautiful. I am. Oh, you made me cry too. That made me. It makes me cry too because you are. You all are making a difference already, whether you realize it or not. It's our human self that gets in the way of what we are valuing and what we think or what other people think, right? Because that's how our life has always been. Ever since day one coming into this earth, you know, our parents and the doctors and everyone took care of us in that moment. And then they've molded and sculpted us into what we are. And now, you know, and some of that was not good talk, right? Because I remember not having high self-esteem as a child, right? So, you know, and that was partly because they took my abilities away or I allowed them to take my abilities away. And now it's time for us all to take our abilities back, right? From day one of this birth on this earth. And boy, you guys are doing a lot of work on this throat chakra today. So I won't be surprised if when we get off this show today, you guys don't start channeling your inner self and your inner truth and just letting everybody know already. Okay. Because this is already important. It's like they're showing me lots of swirling going on. So that rainbow is really getting in there and it's churning all that old stuff up and kind of like shedding light on it so you guys can move forward with this love and grace. And this makes me excited because everyone's going to be speaking more peacefully. Oh, won't that be nice when I go on the internet and not see so much negativity? You know, we're supposed to be in love with life, right? And sometimes we're just not. All right, so Lady Hazel has a message. Well, welcome, Lady Hazel. I'm so glad you could be here. I've been feeling very disconnected from my energy, having trouble meditating, feeling attacked energetically, physically, pain. Is there more I can do to push through that and reconnect? Yes, ma'am. Okay, Lady Hazel. It's funny because Lady Hazel, you're gonna go with my King Arthur earlier. We got ladies and kings going on today. Okay, so let me tap into that because there's a lot of things coming at you all at once. You're stepping in your power, you're stepping in your truth, but then you're also in this like seesaw. Like you step back a minute, it's like you step forward, and then you're like all strong, and then all of a sudden there's attack. Like, okay, so you need to put on your armor of God. I like to talk about, you know, the armor of God a little bit. We got a lot of that going on right now. This is going to help you clear that. And I feel like I'm going to talk all Southern, which is weird. So I like to picture myself like Glenna the Good Witch in my pink translucent bubble. You guys, if you're on my Facebook, I posted it twice this week so that we are recognizing what's on the outside of that, but we're not allowing it on the inside. So we're in our energetic space. We're not allowing that in. And it's as easy as saying bubble up, armor of God, whatever you want, because we are supposed to be protected here. Also, what I feel about the energetic of the attack is that you need to know that you can fight that off. So call in Archangel Michael, sword and stuff in hand, and tell him to go back wherever he needs to go. Also, you... Okay, so here's the thing with that too. Okay, so I'm sending all my dudes over there. I'm sending all my energetic dudes over there because there's a lot of stuff going on in some kind of work situation that seems to be swirling out of control. It kind of looks like a mini little tornado. So you don't want to attach yourself to any energy that's going to be like a mini tornado, something that's going to cause destruction. If you're not feeling it completely in your heart, because I feel like you're struggling between your higher self and what your human self has to say. So Lady Hazel, I'm saying that you need to go within. I think you need to really tap into that. And I am sending all the angels and the guides over to your way because they're going to help you clear this and keep your space clear. I also see an energetic clearing of your boundaries, not only just with people, but in your house so that there's an oasis there. Also changing up, oh my gosh, okay. So also changing up something that's if I walk through the front door of your house, something in the back right corner needs to be energetically shifted or changed. So that should help a little bit. And also see yourself connected to your higher guides, higher self, so that you can get rid of the physical pain. Because I feel like it's generating down in mid back, lower back. You don't feel supported financially or something's going on. There's some kind of something going on there, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. I tell you. See, that southern was coming out again. You know someone in the south, Lady Hazel? That's awesome. I hope that was helpful, Lady Hazel. I tell you what, they're on a roll today, but there's a little tornado going on there. So if you can feel any negative energies going on in your life, it's like step back a little bit, clear yourself of those energies, right? You could sage yourself. You can take an Epsom salt bath. You can get in the shower, because sometimes I like the water to just run everything off and it just goes down into the drain to be recycled, whatever's attached. There's many different ways that you can feel like it releasing from you so that you're fully in your power and feeling good all the time, right? Because when we're connected to our higher self, it's like, woo, we feel good all the time. And we're like, what's pain? You know, so we need to release whatever those attachments are. So looking into that. All right. Sarah says, can I get a message about anything? Sure you can, Sarah. Sarah, you've been dancing. You've been doing something. You've been doing something. Okay, so there's something new going on. I feel like I don't even know what dance that is, but I feel like I was doing a dance. So your energy, your vibration is starting to rise. You're starting to actually vibrate more. I think you actually mentioned that earlier. So it's like you're vibrating. It's like you're starting to go up and you're like, woo, and you're having a good time. You're starting to let go of 3D pressures, 3D beliefs that are no longer serving you. You're starting to release, they're saying, because now I'm seeing you floating higher and higher up into the sky. So with this happening for you, you're going to have a lot of new changes coming. And I feel like, I don't know if you've moved yet or you talked about moving. I forget who I say what to every week or whatever, but I feel like there's some kind of shift and change in that as well, if it hasn't happened already. I just feel like the timelines are getting kicked up. I feel like there's a lot more that's going to happen quicker. Also, using your abilities, trust them, trust. That's a hard word for you. They want you to trust. This goes for everyone. Start trusting what you're feeling and what you're getting. Thank you. Awesome. You guys are awesome. I hope that was helpful. Yeah. The South moves at my speed, Lady Hazel says. That's awesome. Very helpful. You're very welcome. I'm glad I could be of service for you today to help you move forward, because it's all about us all moving forward together, right? And we're supposed to be helping each other, right? We're supposed to be promoting and loving each other, right? So that's why I have no problem promoting other people. I have no problem promoting this show. I have no problem promoting people that I believe in, that are coming from the highest vibration. That's what Goldylocks Production has done when she's brought all these beautiful people together, right? She's finding the good people, the high energy people to help humanity awaken, right? Because we're all awakening at different rates right now. And some of us are awakening really fast, right? And some of us are drip. That's okay. It doesn't matter what speed you're at, as long as you are at a speed. If you are still not moving, or if you're still at a plateau you've been at for a year, 2 years, 30 years, it doesn't matter. It's time to move from that space so this can move forward. So with all that happening, you guys are creating that change for yourself. Oh, Christopher does want to come say hi today. Say hi to everybody. Hi. The camera's right there, baby. Oh, you want to come sit a little closer? Oh, don't knock on his computer over there. So my beautiful little blue-eyed angel baby. Yes. Can I finish my show? I got like 20 minutes left. Go tell your big brother. He'll help you. Thank you, honey. All right. That was the first time Christopher has made his appearance in a while. So I think Christopher adding his energy, we must have needed to add that little cherub energy, because he's a little messenger from God for sure too, because he says things that blow my mind. So any of you all that have kids out there, just pay attention to what they're saying. Please do not discredit them. Please do not shut them down. If you have to, maybe direct them a little bit, but don't do what our parents did to us. That's all I ask. And Sarah says, thank you much. That was helpful. I was dancing last night. Yeah, I could feel it. We were like, woo, there was a dance going on. Yeah. So I'm so happy. So we should all be dancing through life. We should be finding that joy. We should be finding that. Okay. So Earlene, how do I eliminate pain on my left side? Is it all along your left side? The whole left side? Left foot, left right foot, whatever you got going on. Well, left for me, left is about moving into the future. So there may be something that you're not ready to walk into, right? What are we going to lead with? We're going to lead with that, right? And that, I guess that would be for me because I should have been a lefty, but not a righty. So I'm going to lead into that with my left. So I feel like there's something there that you're not letting you lead yourself into. So as soon as you let, it's almost like kind of like, I feel like I'm like leaning up against the wall, you know what I mean? On my left side, like the whole left side, which is kind of strange. So it's like kind of like bringing your energy all the way inside you, finding that connection on both sides of you, releasing and allowing, because I feel like you energetically have to let all this energy on the left side of you run all the way through your body and out of your body, because I feel like there's change coming for you, and through that change there's a little resistance, so that could be causing that, you know what I mean? So yeah, woo. So yeah, it's amazing. So I say that just let it go. I feel like you need to also write down, again, this is a message for everyone, get out your pad of paper. What is it you want to do with your life? What is it you're creating for yourself? Because now it's time for you to decide what that is, and get rid of all the crap you don't want, okay? Because that stuff is not important anymore, okay? We're here to create change, not create some of the same stuff. We're good at repeating patterns, right? Even in our own lives, let alone our lifetimes. And now we're here, we're like, we're done. We're going to change this left shoulder. All right. So that would be like leading into it, right? So actually release that, allow that. It feels like you're trying to hold the weight of the world also. And whatever you're holding on to is not yours. So just release that. And also energetically and ascension wise, the last few days, I've been feeling a lot of uncomfort in my shoulders. In both shoulders actually, which is, you know, kind of funny. It's kind of like, you know, it's weird because it was like, what is wrong with my shoulders? But this is like, I feel like we're finally releasing that weight and our shoulders are dropping a little bit, and we're not used to that because we're used to being, you know, having no neck because we're all tense, and now we're starting to release all that. So just allow that energy to flow through you, and I feel like that will really help you a lot. And also, you know, don't be afraid to seek out medical attention, because I am not a medical medium. So you want to make sure you know what's going on inside your body, but energetically you can kick in and ask it to disappear if you want to. So yay, I hope that's helpful. Awesome. All right. So Ruth, that's an interesting question. Woohoo, I'm glad you made it too. Several weeks ago, she said, none of us are from here. Can you tell me where I'm from? Huh, sure. Let's see what they'll give me, because none of us are from Earth. This is just a place that we visit. This is just a place that we have a moment in time, or a timeline, or a time plane. So let's see if they'll let me know what you really are, or where you're really from, Ruth. That's always a good one. All right, Ruth. All right, let's see what they show me. So Ruth, with you, it's almost like they are showing you, but it's funny because I can see you, but I can see you cloaked at the same time. So again, they're not going to show me right now because I can see your energy, but they're not going to show me your physical form from whatever planet you may come from. That will help identify you, which is kind of interesting because you're just like in this cloak. I feel like I was watching Star Wars or something. They were like all hiding in there, or whatever their thing, you know, like the little Yoda hiding his little thing. So I feel like they're hiding your true identity is hiding itself right at this particular moment. But I also feel like you're starting to uncover who that is. The last week has been very transitional for you in your abilities to understand, because they just showed me what looked black and white now has color. So there's a lot of stuff that's starting to take place in there. Ooh, that's a good one too. I'll get into that in a second. So they show me that there's this mixing going on, but they're definitely not going to totally identify with who you are from the other side. Just know that you're a very energetic being, and sometimes you have to identify who that is yourself. I still can't identify exactly who my original soul is, or when it happened. But I can tell you that we will start figuring this out more. Just know that none of us are Earth. Earth was just a playground that was created for us to learn and really learn and experience, because we can't experience what we can experience here on Earth with all the emotions and all the everything with everything. So it's different here. It's definitely a learning experience. This is college. I like to call this college sometimes because this is not kindergarten. This is college. So we're all graduating. We're all graduating college with masters of Earth in one way, shape, or form or other. And Complicated by Design said both shoulders relate to planetary wings. Yes. So we've been having a lot of that going on too. I think I mention this every once in a while that our wings are popping out because we're all angelic beings of some sort or another. And we all have some kind of wings, right? So, whether you see them as 2, 3, 4, I think there's a few different layers there. So those are also coming out too. So woo, woo, woo. And hi, Amanda. Glad you could join us today. You still working from home, girl? There's a lot of things going on there. So how are you guys doing with all this that's going on? Are you guys grounding yourself? Are you centering yourself? Are you still creating the joy that you want to have? Because that's what's most important right now. It's like almost every week that I say the old structures have to come down so that we can rebuild from this new foundation of love and joy, because not everything that was built on earth was built out of love and joy when it was built. So now we're recreating that, right? Because we know what that energy feels like. We can walk into a place, we can walk into a business, we can walk in and see somebody and know how they feel energetically and go, oh yeah, that's not for the highest and best for everybody now, is it? So you guys are really starting to recognize things on a different level, in a different pattern, and allowing yourself to create that new. So this makes me super, super duper excited because you guys, again, have the steering wheel. And I always see when I put you guys in that steering wheel, I don't even see a little car anymore. It's like our little spaceship, and we're like zooming. We won't need cars soon because I feel like we'll just be zooming wherever we want to go, maybe even teleporting or what. And now it's like, woo, woo. I feel like we're going to have fun when we can actually believe we can actually do that, and not have to get in, a big thing and take 20 years to get wherever. Just let's go. And we're there. I'm ready for that, so I can see how things are going to shift and change as we move forward. Again, that's not going to happen overnight. We need more of the collective to believe. So this is why I need you to help awaken people. Okay, so awaken yourself, awaken your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, through the spirit, through God, leading in the highest vibration. And again, that's making my heart like pitter patter. It's like pew, 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 pew. So it's like moving on and moving on. It's like moving that vibration out. It's like sending out that, like, remember, you guys are love houses, lighthouses, love lighthouses. So you're putting out that vibration everywhere. You're allowing everyone to see that you are of love and light. You are not hiding behind anything. And maybe that cloak too is that you have to come out of hiding a little bit. They just showed me the cloak again there. So I'm going to bring that up for Ruth. Maybe it's time you take off the cloak you might be hiding and let people really see the real you. And I feel like that's happening for a lot of us right now. As much as people don't like it, we need to show our true selves, okay? Again, mom, dad might have told us to be X, Y, and Z, and we followed that, and it didn't bring joy. And now we want to be a psychic instead of the doctor they wanted us to be, right? So just follow whatever your heart is telling you. It could be anything. It could be anything, whatever brings you passion. And if you're not aware of what that is, sit with yourself for a little while. Start doing different things to find out if it does bring you passion. Because sometimes we get so stuck in life. It's work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep. We don't know what to do outside of that. We were in a routine. Again, breaking the routine, because now it's going to be what we created. So again, get in your little spaceships, whoop, 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 and start creating all over the place. Again, that rainbow energy is flowing in today. I'm going to remind you that it's touching every strand of DNA and every cell within your body, reawakening you, recalibrating you, recharging you. Oh my God, it's doing so much. It's doing so much for you guys to help awaken the masses, because that's part of what my job is here, is to help you guys and to spread the word around, because love is going to win. Love wins here. That's what we all signed up for this lifetime. We said, woo-hoo, see it over my head. Love is going to win. Okay. It's all about love. It's all standing in that love vibration. It's all about being love. It's all about sharing love. It's all about, and you can share love in many different ways. Sometimes it's just thinking about someone and sending them out a big burst of love, right? Because energetically we can do that. We can do anything we want with our energy. Okay, we can send out love everywhere. I send it to the water. I send it to people I see walking down the street. I sometimes ask their higher self, and then sometimes their higher self says no, and I will respect that. But if their energetic being is asking for it, and if we just spread the energy out and we don't send it in any one direction, it goes where it needs to go. Just energy knows where to flow. So, and with that, and you are energy, this is why there's this is like an aha moment for me. Okay, so wherever energy flows, right, it just goes where it needs to go. You need to be the energy and just get in the flow, right? We sometimes as human try to control where that energy flow goes, and that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. We kind of like disrupt the flow and kind of send it somewhere else. And then it always goes where it needs to go. So even if we go off course for a little bit, we're always going to be brought back to where it's going to be for the highest and best. So I say this is going to be like, this is so funny because I always say get in the lazy river and just let it take you. Now it's like this lazy river of this beautiful energy water that we're just all getting in our little inner tubes, and maybe you're just swimming through it. It doesn't matter. You're flowing in it, and you're done putting up any resistance to it, and you're following the greater good of all. There's a big plan here, and we're all part of that plan. All part of that plan. Woo, woo. I'm so happy for you guys. Woo, woo, woo. I'm so happy. Oh, look, I have some old friends, and Lola's here. Hi, Lola, and Sky, and Ruth, and Amanda, and Complicated by Design. There's a bunch of you guys here today. And again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's see, did I miss anybody's questions that I hadn't answered already once? Just checking, because I want to make sure I get everybody in. And I want to say, woo, woo, hi, Amanda. She moved into a little tiny house. She followed her dream. So any of you guys can follow your dreams if you so desire. Any advice on moving past through anger or how to quell it? Ooh, okay. Well, between now and those solar eclipses and all that stuff that's coming up on the 21st, right now, let it come to the surface. Recognize where it comes from. Heal it if you can energetically. Forgive it if you need to, because anger really doesn't serve us a purpose moving forward. Anger creates change. So you have to understand what the anger, where it's coming from, and how you redirect that? How do you not react to it anymore for it not to become anger anymore? You know, I think back to when I used to get really angry. I could see somebody and my blood would just boil and my body would just shut down from anger. And I finally had to find forgiveness in my heart for that person. So sometimes it's forgiveness. It's not that you condone whatever you're angry about, but you're releasing yourself from that. So it's time to really release yourself from things that cause you discomfort, anger, pain, anything. Just release it and just send love to it now and say, I'm completely whole and I'm moving forward with love, and no longer can things anger me, because things will still come up to try to trigger you, but there's things that we need to move past now, and we need to move past these collectively. And we're all starting to do it as more truth is coming up to the surface, right? Because what looked blue is brown, and what looked purple is yellow, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it all out. So you guys, as we figure this out, we're figuring this out together. It doesn't matter because they're all colors of the rainbow, right? And the rainbow light is coming through and adding to that. So see yourself wrapped in rainbow light if you want to. Interesting. That was thunder. We just brought Thor. Thor's here. Thor's going to help you. All right. So maybe Thor came in for you, Valley, for that pressure you're still feeling in your throat. All right. Let me tap into that for you, Valley. Okay, Valley. You need to channel all your information on a piece of paper, because I know you physically can't talk to the people that you need to talk to right now about these things. So I need you to write it all down and put it all on a little piece of paper. It feels like you're starting a new journey, because I feel like that is also bringing that down to your heart chakra. So that's going to help release this. I feel like you're going to turn into this rainbow water fountain after this. It's like rainbow fountain. You know what I mean? All these beautiful colors shooting out like 4th of July. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of excitement that's going to be coming forward through that. So definitely and I'm sending a lot of blue light to that too to help you. So just release and allow. And you've got this. But it's hard for you to speak your truth right now for the circumstances you're in. So you have to write it. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that cleared that up for you a little bit. As I wash it down with some nice rainbow water, right? We can imagine our water being rainbow water today. So all the water that we're drinking is all this colorful going inside and outside of us. We are like flowing through this rainbow of love and light. Yay. Okay, so, I should probably talk about how you guys can get a hold of me. Because I always forget about that part. I know it gets plopped up there on the screen at the end there. But yeah, there's my website. Definitely tap into that. IamMelissaParks.com. Check it out. All my other archive shows are also there. You guys can also reach out to me for readings and stuff. And the best way to do that is definitely through my phone number, because I will see that a lot faster than I will an email, because, you know, emails just get lost for me. So definitely look up my number on there. It's 941-266-9250. It's on the website. It's all there. And, you know, so I want you guys to reach out to me if you need me outside of this show. But in the meantime, I will keep coming back to this show once a week on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock to bring you joyful findings, because you are the finder of your joy. No one can give it to you. Nobody. You have to figure it out yourself. And for a long time, I figured, oh, if I did this, that would bring me joy. Or if I got in that relationship, that would bring me joy. And oh, it's a bunch of BS, okay? So it's about you creating your own joy within, and then all the joy that you need starts to flow in around you. And we are starting to do this collectively. So if we're raising the meter on the joy, right? If we're raising that up into the joy meter, then what is humanity going to have to do? But they're going to have to follow us. So those of you that are creating this new change and that are starting to work your way up this vibrational ladder, you guys are starting to bring others with you, because you're starting to bring the light higher and higher, and the higher the light goes, the more that we raise up with it, right? It's like we become lighter and so free, and we're supposed to be free and light, right? What did God really intend for us to be here on earth? What did he intend for us? Does anybody know? I just want you guys to think about that, because he wanted us to be loving beings. The same we are on the other side, but with learning all the lessons. But we had to go through some crappy stuff really to learn our lessons, right? Because Earth is about experience. Earth is about feeling those emotions, whether it's anger, hurt, love, or whatever it might be. You know what I mean? This is so funny. 2 weeks in a row, we're bringing the thunderstorm together at the end. This is awesome. So this is cleansing rain that's coming again. You guys are helping bring it on. So, and remember that rain is cleansing. Water can be cleansing. There's a lot of things that are going to be taking place with water the next few weeks. I don't know what's all of that is about, but pay attention to the water. Pay attention to where your water comes from. Pay attention to the water that you live near. Give love to the water. So I'm getting that we need to send out love everywhere to the water, people. So you guys can all tap in and start doing that together. Because as we move forward and we create this earth on a better timeline, right? Because I always show you the two timelines. We could choose crap timeline, where everything goes to crap, or we can choose the higher timeline where people come together, we're united, there's more love, there's more peace, there's more joy, there's just much more of everything. Abundance, right? I see abundance for all. I do not see us struggling much longer in our near future. So see yourself as not struggling. See yourself as abundant. See yourself as happy, because we create this, right? If we can bring the mass consciousness up to that. Oh yeah, that makes me want to say this too. I have a new affirmation for everybody. This is for the collective. It's and I made it up the other day. I came to me the other day because there's all kinds of things going out there. And, you know, if we put out this vibration, right, because we have to recognize I am love, and I recognize you are love, and then I recognize we are all love. Okay, so this is how it goes. I am love, you are love, we are love. This needs to be everyone's new little mantra. Okay, because that's going to put out a big different vibration out there than the ones that are flowing out there right now, right? Because we have to understand we're love, even in the darkest depths of our shadows, okay? Because some of us are in our shadows. Some of us are cleaning up our shadow work, right? Because none of us are perfect. We all have dark sides. Oh my God, right? So this is what's going to happen. So we are creating this change. We are creating this happiness. And this is what needs to be created now. So I am love. You are love. We are love. Please spread that around. Make your own memes. Make whatever you want. Put little hearts everywhere. Put it on your mirror. I don't care. But God wants us to get that message out, okay? It's very much time that we get the love vibration out there on every level possible. And just like I said, every word, everything that you say, everything that you write has a vibration. Be very mindful of the vibrations you're putting out there. Put out the love vibration. Put out the vibration that's going to help to awaken. Put out the vibration that's going to help bring change that we all desire. You guys are the change, and I appreciate you guys. Woo, woo, woo. And Lady Hazel says, oh, that resonates with what we are doing right now in the entertainment industry. You're very welcome, Lady Hazel. I'm glad you guys could join us today. Well, that pretty much about wraps up my hour with you guys. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tapping in today, being a part of this show, being a part of this energy, being a part of this change that we're bringing forward, and know that you guys have more power to bring this change forward. Go forward with no fear. Go forward with your armor of God on. Remember your little pink translucent bubble. That could be it too. It could be soft. It doesn't have to be armor. It doesn't have to be hard. But just know that you are being protected in your human and energetic self as you move forward, because you are bringing light, you are bringing truth, and you are bringing love to the surface. And I love you all, and I'll see you next week.
Don't want the fun to end? Grab more refreshments, then head over to Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel. With over 950 archive shows, the fun doesn't have to end.